And we are live. Hello, everyone. I am just making announcements, doing the usual things. Hello, Mr. LEFTHouse in the house. How's it going today?
How goes, buddy?
Oh, it goes. I just realized I haven't even set up my headphones.
Oh, okay. All right, look at it. Alicia Z, first one in the door. Good to see you.
Alicia Z on in the house. Now I should hear you through my headphones. Hooray!
Oh yeah. Jahoo. Blue Penguin. Nice. Everybody's here. Yeah, that was a good show yesterday. Good conversations and stuff. Oh, good to hear your opinions and thoughts on the State of the Union. As far as wax goes and all that stuff, because it's like, man, this feels like there's been a bubbling sort of thing inside of me, and it just sort of popped, or like accumulated to yesterday in a weird way, and it's like that's sort of exactly how I've been feeling. Just like, what the F-bomb poop is going on?
No, yeah, and it's crazy, and like shit like Immutable X is popping up, and that one, like, I didn't even realize that they're partnered with GameStop to some degree. You can like log in and buy shit with your GameStop wallet login. I don't even know what it is. I don't have a GameStop wallet or login, but I'm like, well, holy shit, nostalgia right there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, GameStop is in the game. They're in the game.
They're alive. They got bailed out pretty hard by that whole thing that threw Wall Street on its head. But that thing that terrified everyone.
Yep. That's so true.
Oh, no. We were just talking about we were talking about Wax just needing to get its junk together, Immutable X has, $200 million on the table in grants to bring to their game. I think EOS was doing like 20 or 50 million or something. They had some large thing on EOS. There's just so many chains that are like, putting out grants and putting out money for people developing games or want to bring their games to the chain. They're trying to pilfer shit is essentially what they're trying to do. You know what I mean?
Look at this real quick.
Start on your chain?
I've pulled up here, this is the Gecko terminal, which me and Uncle Vis were looking at last night. But it's like, these are all the chains here on the left side here, right? Like, let's go through. You just go through. Let's see if you can hold on. There was no, that's WeMix. Okay, go down, go through. Let's see if we're gonna find no wax is on here. You know what I mean? But they do have Poo Chain. Poo Chain is on the Gecko terminal, but no wax. So what does that tell you? Where does that put wax? It's below Poo Chain.
Pays their bills from rug pull, says JR. Hello, OP Influencer. We got Grimace coming on in here, Dangus on in here, JR Sensei 2. Which, by the way, we got to get giveaways going right now. We gotta. I got to get something going. It's the 200K total volume. 200K wax has been swapped on the second market for Faded Monsuda. So it's definitely going to just be madness and craziness. And let's go ahead and start off today with 2 Series 5 packs. We're going to go ahead and do 2 Series 5 promo packs for 1st and 30th, if we even have 30 people. If we don't have 30 people, then it'll just be last votes.
I like it. Milestones, baby. Congratulations.
Thank you. And honestly, all the fucking awesome people in the community, which is part of the reason that I really just, I don't know, man. I want to bring shit to wax. I don't want to just see other people making, major grants and other things like that. And so it's like, when you see these other chains in the bear market, they're doubling down, dude. They're doubling down. They're not taking a cautious approach. They're not building bridges to other chains right now. No, they're like, come to us, which, I like bridges. I like being able to go back and forth. But that's more of a like everything's hunky-dory and we're doing great and just shit's flowing and we've already got all the stuff that we promised out, done, completed. So let's go ahead and just make a bridge just to show everyone that we're fucking awesome. Like that's when you make a bridge, or out of complete necessity as a project owner because you're trying to get from point A to point B, you know, which may be a new chain. So
well,
you got to create some
Wax. I think that's why Wax is doing it. I think it's out of necessity for them. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, what do we do? How do we get more people in here? What are we doing? You know what I mean? Like it's
money.
They're not
money.
innovating.
People want
so
money.
Much.
That's what they want. Everyone wants money. That's all anyone wants. And that's what people who are making actual games. That's why Immutable X has like undead blocks coming out. Hold on. Let's just see this sad thing I was looking at when I was just looking at Immutable X and like, you know, immutable.com here. And like share this tab. All right, where was like the games or whatever? Where's the freaking where's the play? Different options that they had, things that they had funded. Look at Gods Unchained is on Immutable X. You got Metal Core, Shardbound. Look at these games, by the way. They look pretty goddamn good. Ember Sword, that's one that people have been talking about. Gilded Guardians, Illuvium, like. And don't get me wrong, it's like it's Ethereum, it's a layer of Ethereum or whatever. But it's, you know, the shit that they have on there and that's getting built and is going to be involved, you know, and the stuff that you're going to be able to log in and use that wallet for. And the fact that they're trying to bring $200 million worth of games that they're trying to build on here, which I find that to be crazy. Let me see. I think I bookmarked that one, which like that's. Like, and again, I'm not saying like I'm going to hop on over to Immutable X, but I am concerned that all these different chains are throwing down fucking major cash. You know, meanwhile, you got, you know, Wax not wanting to go ahead and, you know, put anyone up in front of anyone and, you know, only wants their own shit. Here it is. Share this tab. Digital Worlds Foundation guidelines. Where was it? Applications. It says somewhere that they got 200 mil. That their 500 million token grants program is set up. So they got their 500 million token plan. Somewhere it says 200 million. Here's the different games that are partners. Approximately $180 million worth of grants have been signed with partners to date. So they've already done 180 million. That's Block Lords. I know that's a big one coming up. This is like an old game, Habbo Hotel. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but I guess it's just called Habbo in this instance. I guess they're going to be doing NFTs. That was like one of the first like large games that you could go in with people and it was weird. You like just socialized and made a house. It was very strange. But, you know, Delcium, Ember Sword, you know, these are not small ass little names that they funded here. These are some, you know, Block Lords is a super nice looking game that's getting built up and stuff like that. I haven't checked out Planet Quest, but Ember Sword has a lot of hype around it. And this just looks awesome. Whatever the fuck this is, this Delcium thing. Obviously, looks aren't everything. It could be terrible. But, you know, 180 million, and, you know, they only got 5 games on here. Clearly, they're going for quality over quantity. And I just would like Wax to do something similar. You know what I mean? Just, you know, put the money where the mouth is. That was, you know, that was some dope aping. Wahoo, Habbo Hotel, absolutely. Rainbow shirt. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we have the faded clothes pack for those of you who do not know. That's going on right now. That's probably a lie since someone just said that they got a rainbow shirt. That was going to be Mark Clark saying they got a rainbow shirt. We got 28. There we go. So people are grabbing things here and there. They are stakeable if you care about that. In the Wax DAO, they won't be permanently stakeable though, so that's something to keep in mind. That's going to be once the game is deployed and things like that, and we're going to have the boosts periodically. They're going to be rotational, so once those are in effect, then obviously that Wax DAO is going to get closed down. But in the meantime, until it's built, you got to get something from it. You got to get something from it. But yeah, no, this is the part that just concerns me. You know, I want to see Wax do stuff like this. I want to see you guys built the bridge, right? So that's supposedly not just for everyone that, you know, has made you money to get an escape hatch onto another chain. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully it's because it's a bridge, which a bridge means you can go to and from, and they want people to come over here. And maybe if they fucking toss down some cashola, we might actually get some major projects over here. Or even better, some of the people that have actually been building shit on their chain might be able to get a slice of that pie and create something awesome that's already here.
Here's something that that's just kind of come into my brain in the last this morning, because the reality is Binance is about to be shut down completely. It's going to be shut down. Like it's coming. Like
really?
Oh my God, yes, they're in a lot of trouble.
That's gonna spell disaster for a lot of people.
Well, they're pretty much like caught red-handed right now, like with huge like money laundering schemes that they were allowing to move through their chain and stuff. And
that's like everyone though.
Yeah, but the
government does that too.
Yeah, but they've been caught though. You know what I mean? So,
but they've been caught. They've been caught by the people that do the cheating themselves.
Damn. Yeah, and then well, I mean, that's the other thing about like I was saying this a little bit yesterday about J.P. Morgan having their own crypto firm, and they're printing coins right now, 100% with nothing backing it. It's like it's almost like they busted like Bankman and the whole things, and like, wait, okay, so how did you guys do it? Okay, cool. It's like you guys are in trouble, but we're gonna do it, with the consent of the government, or something like that.
No,
crazy.
No, they just want a slice of the pie, man. That's why I went back to my as much as we love the DeFi aspect of this, we never get the safety and the security until we bend over. That's every business or whatever. Anyone that
finance goes down, let's just play hypothetical that like that goes down or whatever. There's a lot of like rug pull kind of crap games and systems over on that one too. You know what I mean? Like heaps of them, right? It's like I bet there could be a ginormous flood of weird projects that might move to wax or something like that at that point, you know what I mean? And like kind of facilitate a whole new crowd of
more
idiots.
Money laundering projects.
That's all it is though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like
that's what we are. You know what I mean? Like to say that like we're concerned about BNB. I mean, like the only reason we're not concerned about wax is because no one gives a shit about wax. We're not large enough for anyone to care about us. Once we're large enough, then they'll be like, whoa, hold on, where's all this money coming and going from? Right. And that's that's part of the flaw, the part that I don't like. That's part of, while I love DeFi and I get it, and, fucking degens and woo, like the government's just not going to allow that. And it doesn't matter what government you live in, they're going to want to take their cut unless you're like, a third, second world country, something like that. And you're like, fuck it, let's go Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Which some countries have. Some countries have adopted that, and like those countries are probably the safest places to do crypto in. You know what I mean? You're probably not worried about just getting absolutely fucking reamed, but I'm sure they've also put all sorts of regulations and shit like that within their own community and stuff. I'm sure that if you're trading in only Bitcoin, you get taxed in Bitcoin. I'm sure there's all sorts of fuck. Ain't Tokylvania a country? It is a country. It's a utopia. It's a large post-apocalyptic city that was enhanced.
Yeah. I was even seeing an article about Coinbase setting up offshore accounts or whatnot, which probably helps them get around certain regulations or like be able to like work with other countries that they're not allowed to if they are all disowned to the United States or whatever.
And that's kind of the fun part. That's why I think that Web3 is funny. Utopia like Magneto's Playground. Yeah, a little bit, something like that. No, but oh shit, I think we just got a raid. Las Vegas Ape is here. Vegas Ape is here. Oh, you're here. So do you have your stream manager open?
Do I?
Yeah.
Stream. Yes.
If you go in there and you click / like / shout, and then you hit @ and then start typing in Las Vegas Ape, his name should just pop in as soon as you type in Las.
All right.
You can give him like an official shout out, which like his name pops up at the top of the chat and people can click the little heart and stuff. Because he rated us. We're up to 69 viewers. 69, very nice to like.
So what I do at Vegas Ape, is that what you're saying? Las Vegas Ape? All right.
Yeah, / shout out at Las Vegas Ape, and it should have it pop up there. / And everyone let me know if it's once you see it. He says thanks left, so I think it might have popped up.
Okay, no, I'm about to do it.
about to do
it's happening right now, so it's good.
And confirm for me, I'm not watching just so because on our view we can't do it, and the little slash commands don't work. I normally just type out their little Twitch handle, but since you're here, we can do the official way. Oh, by the way, let's go ahead and get this going. We got people waiting now. Series 5 promo pack, 1st and 30th. Then we'll run it back for our new Raider friends. We'll do that same thing again. Then we're just going to fucking go hard in giveaways. Today's just a giveaway-centric kind of day. It's been a crazy fucking thing. I'm going to try and open up some packs, see if we can't get something awesome. If not, we will end the day with a secret rare Enzo Extendo that I pulled on a previous stream. We'll go ahead and take that off the wheel, and then we'll just go ahead and make sure that someone walks away with a secret rare today. It is a promo card, but there will be a secret rare misprint in the new train. And we're going to send out those prizes. Got an interview for the old managerial job after working a month over at where I'm working. It just goes to show you how terrible the workforce is nowadays. It's like a month, and they're like, we'll consider you. This is after I told them to go shove it with their job. This is the first thing that they had me working. I was like, yeah, it's not going to happen. You know, after that's done, I'm going to go send out the prizes. Then I'm going to play with the kiddos this evening. Then I'm going to build up that fucking train. It's going to be epic. There's going to be legendary misprints on there. There's going to be secret rare misprint. 200K volume is no.
So what are you? You in a new job? Is that what's happened, or a new position, or what's going on with that?
Oh no, I just work it at like a store, like literally right next to my house. That's like walking.
Oh, okay.
Just
gotcha.
Extra money. Not to mention, you know, fucking crypto's so cheap right now. So like, I want extra money. And if I can get this little promotion and get more extra money, and then I can go ahead and invest in some shit. Next bull run, I might just pay for Faded Monsuna's development myself.
Right. Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So, like, gotta put food in the kiddos' mouths and such. T-Ray Timo.
Did you dabble with the Pepe coin at all?
I have not dabbled with the Pepe coin. That's just it. Is I want to be able to like get all this stuff. Do you know that I've never bought an Ethereum NFT?
What the hell? That's insane. How?
Because I only ever did Wax. Like Wax was like where I started. And I've done like Soul a little bit. I've done a little bit of Soul. I've checked out some Matic Polygon stuff. But like just the gas fees were always insane. And I was just like, I don't know enough about it. And it's just like it was just it felt just weird being like, all right, let's go ahead and spend $1,000 on this NFT that I'm really not sure why I even want it. Like shit, it's just Wax is nicer with fees.
No, it's definitely like it took me a minute before I jumped in because of like getting sort of like trapped into the Wax world a little bit, like because everything I was planning on doing in the beginning was on Ethereum, and then what. You don't need to feed kids, just take them to the nearest restaurant dumpster. That's so true. That's true.
My God. That is awesome. All right. Now you know where we stand. We're on the because that's just it, man. I love DeFi. I love DeFi so fucking much. It's like it's what brought me here. The whole like, anarchy, woo. And then now all the governments are mad that we've been making all this money, and they're like, we're gonna come piss in your Cheerios. And we're like, no.
It's so confusing though for them and you know what I mean? Like the people that are trying to run stuff are like in their 80s. You know what I mean? They don't even know what a computer is. So I really think it's going to take time, a lot of time for a lot of that stuff to get sussed out. But then by then the technology will be different. It's like here, in Texas here, it's weird. Like when I first showed up, people were talking about this other kind of weed, like this Delta 8 or Delta 9. And I'm like, I've never even heard of a Delta. Like, what are you talking about? And it's like, they figured out how to make like a weed that is like just a slightly different chemical makeup. So it's not the full THC, but you still get high in this stuff and it's legal. And so therefore then the cops are like, well, we can't even like test this stuff because it's just the same as the other marijuana. You can't tell the difference. So they stopped testing, and that's how they got around like the legalization of marijuana in Texas, which is weird because all these other states, you know, have gone legal with it.
No, they have that shit everywhere now. I've literally said that, and this is one that, you know, buddy at my smoke shop is like Delta 8 or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Delta 9, and so it's not weed; it's like fake weed.
That's right. That's the one.
And
is that what you're smoking?
Like it hits like weed. It's way cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's terrible for me, so I'm still probably going to stick with weed. But like,
I think so. I don't know. I mean, they at the head shops down around here, they're like, "Oh no, it's safe." But I'm like, "You're selling this to me. Like, how? Why would I trust you? You know, like." And
bro, they
you know, like,
selling what's that shit? What was that shit that they were selling that you would smoke it and it would fuck you up for like 5 minutes? It was like a super hallucinogenic.
Oh, salvia?
Salvia, yes. Do you remember when everyone was like, "Bro, you want to smoke salvia? You want to smoke salvia?"
Yes. I loved watching teenage videos of teenagers doing that shit and like just sitting there like melting in their chair, like, like getting all like freaked out.
I had a friend who like went on a bad trip on that shit and never came back. Like,
no,
just changed. Yeah, like after that, we were like, "Should we not smoke salvia anymore?" And then that dude was like, "Let's smoke salvia," and we're like, "No, buddy, no, we need to more. No, we're all done. You scared us. You scared us straight, bud.
Jeez,
we don't want to do this drug anymore because of you."
Yeah, salvia. Fuck that shit. Yeah, no, I never did that one. I stayed away from it. That was dumb, huh? Here, only the gov is allowed to run the stores, though, or the liquor stores, because they are gov regulated stores, right? Well, you know, that's like sort of the big, you know, like I heard this from this dude the other day where he was talking about like all this AI stuff that's out there. Like they want everybody to like make all this weird AI stuff right now, like so that all this disinformation stuff goes out, and then they can be like, "Well, see what happened. Like, there's so much we're gonna have to governmentally regulate. You're gonna have to enter the internet with this government pass access KYC jelly, and that's the only way you're gonna be able to get on into the internet. You know, is by some like government password. Like it's gonna be like how Facebook was supposed to be." You know, like that's what I think Zuckerberg, like, you know, wasn't it? You had to have a student ID to log in to it at first or something like that, right?
Yeah, Facebook, you had to have a student, you know, address and shit. By the way, Prince X Phoenix, it depends on the potency of the salvia that you took. There usually is different potencies. We, like, again, I had some friends that really liked drugs back in the day, and they like regular store drugs were not enough. They were like, store-bought drugs? No, I'm going to get something from Germany that is like the most potent. It was like normal salvia was like 30x or 60x and started getting high in the hundreds. This motherfucker comes in with like 350x. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's got all sorts of skulls and crazy. Like you're literally holding a pack of death. We smoked that shit, and that's when the kid went fucking bonkers. And we were like,
I just
maybe we shouldn't do drugs from other countries.
I just got to get this out of the way. We are not pharmacists. Please do not take our drug advice here at all. Like, you have to do your own research. We do not know what we're talking about when it comes to these drugs or crypto or any of that stuff financially, but at that matter, you just got to sort it out yourself. Just want to get that out real quick.
That's just it. It's like it's not even safe to do drugs anymore, man.
Oh, I know.
It's like people are like, "You want to do drugs?" I'm like, "You're crazy." No, back in my day, the worst thing that happened is you got a weak batch because there was like too much baby powder in it. Now you snort a line of cocaine and you're dead from fucking fentanyl overdose.
No, it's happened. You know, there's a few people adjacent to me here in Texas, friends of friends or whatever, that like just sat down with their beer and their normal, popped their little pill, whatever they did or whatever, and they died, you know, because of fentanyl. Like it's a fucking, like you can't do drugs anymore. It sucks.
No, 0%.
Why do these people put it in the drugs? You're killing your business.
What we're doing in Arizona? We have so many people dying, and I have lots of friends that I went to high school with that are dead. That weren't even hardcore druggies, man. like from shit like this, like just, you know, like taking pain pills and whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And fucking
that's a pretty good time to stop when the dealer dies.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's Russian roulette with the drugs these days. Bro, you know it's bad when the state of Arizona is now like, hey guys, you can pick up a test kit for fentanyl anywhere. Are you doing drugs? For the love of God, here's a test kit. Please test it, because we're sick of how many people are dying from fentanyl. Like this is Arizona, bro. This is like, you know, we voted Democratic the past couple elections, but it's still a very heavily, you know, it's kind of an independent state. We're very weird. We're, you know, we didn't let MLK Day. We were like the last state to accept MLK Day, but then like Senator John McCain went and pardoned some like world champion boxer from like the 1920s that was basically like exiled from the country because he was sleeping with white women and white men were mad. Which, no joke. Like basically they like got him on, like he like crossed a border in a southern state with a white woman like in his entourage. And they were like, that's illegal. Put him in jail. Shoot him in the head. And so he ran off to France. And I can't remember his name. Dave Chappelle talks about him. But yeah, John McCain was like the guy who made sure that we went back and like acknowledged that we were fucked up assholes. And you're like, what? Arizona's a strange state, man. Like, we're a really, really, really weird state where it's like so half of the people.
Like I think a lot of the, I mean, you know, this the southern strip from Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California is some weird fucking people. I like, you know, I mean, being in Texas, being in Austin for the last 3 months really showed me the difference of California and like, I'm like, holy crap, totally different mind frames, different conversations. It's really, you know, and then you get out to like where you're talking like Arizona and New Mexico, it's like, you have people that are whipped by the weather, like the desert folk, you know what I mean? That are like on another tip, you know what I mean? They live in a different existence, a different planet. It's awesome. You know, and I've got friends that live that way, you know, like full blast out in the middle of the desert. Their skin is like orange leathery handbags, you know, it's just insane. But it's cool though. Like, yeah, I love the diversity of it all. Like, and that's one thing that I kind of feel like sucks about Los Angeles a little bit is it's like, it's such a lefty bubble. Like and I don't subscribe to either side, but it's nice to have a conversation where there's just not much of a conversation out there. Like everybody's sort of afraid to say their opinions because, you know,
no, like
people get nuts on you out there about shit or whatever, you know,
like Arizona. That's part of the reason I like Arizona is people are like, you know, there's a lot of people who are like, guns are cool, but you know, maybe we should also put money into education. Like, like, you know, like it's like, what if we put money from taxes into actual things that we should? And like, what if we still kept human rights that were originally part of this country? And people like other states, you would be like, what are you thinking? It's one or the other. You can't have both.
Well, that you said that thing about education. It's like, remember when that was like a thing?
That was Dick Cheney, Asteroid Eater. That was Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney shot his buddy while hunting with him.
That's right. That's right.
Of George Bush. That's who you're thinking of. Sorry, I just had to throw that out there. That was If it moves, amazing. I shoot.
Yeah. But what was it? Oh yeah, I can't remember what I was just saying. Something about the politic game. But yeah, it's really like, oh yeah, education. That used to be like a campaigning platform was education, but nobody talks about education anymore. You know what I mean? It's all about like fear tactic, like a weirdo, whatever, you know, transgender, this, that, and the other, like things that are
like, they're gonna put penises on your daughters and vaginas on your sons, like just go like insane. And then there's people on the left that are like, you know, take everyone's guns away and
go
insane, and we're gonna spend all the money. And it's like, God, no one realized that like people on both sides can sound insane.
Oh yeah, no, you are like if you're subscribed to one side or the other, you fucking lost. That's it. Sorry. If you vote for either side of this, you fucking lost. That's just my opinion. That's the way I see it. It's not advice. It's just my thoughts. But like, yeah, my friend here in Texas, she works for like the Texas agriculture or whatnot. And her boss is like, the fucking guy has a life-size cutout of himself, big cowboy hat and everything in his office. He has photos of the movie Tombstone all over his walls, like the Val Kilmer Tombstone. And he just wrote a letter that made the news, which was like, all boys need to dress like boys and all women need to dress like women, but Western wear is recommended, like is appreciated or whatever. Like, and it made the news or whatever. And it's basically like, he's like, he's auditioning for Trump's cabinet, something like that. It's pretty funny.
Dude, it's
not real though. None of that is real. It's not education. It's not like real issues.
Idiocracy, bro. Like,
it is 100%. I just watched that movie recently again, and I'm like, dude,
President Camacho.
It is not any different. It's like we are inches away from that fucking movie. Like that's how it's not even a joke.
President of the United States and world heavyweight champion.
It's fucking real. You know what I mean? It's so funny.
Mark Clark got the rainbow pants going for the shoes. Almost got the full rainbow set, which that's gonna have some nice juicy bits there when it goes on there. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like like the whole state of everything is just insanity, and like I just like to live in my little bubble now. I'm gonna live in my little, faded Monsuda,
legalize shrooms,
get my work done, live with my family and such.
Yeah,
legalize shrooms in Oregon, absolutely. First, 15th, and 30th are getting a Series 5 promo pack. I typed that in the chat.
Yeah.
So Joe Nash, Muhammad B coming on in there and
one.
Just Plan. It sounds like you're like Muhammad. I don't know if that's what it sounds like when I read it in my brain. I'm sure that's wrong to say. I apologize.
I've bastardized Muhammad's name a million times now. Like just trying to do it. And I apologize. No,
yeah, I don't like to fucking be crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like people are like, no, I don't believe in that. So I'm fuck your shit. Just piss all over it. Like, no, like Jesus Christ. No.
Whatever works for you, whatever fear tactics you want to subscribe to, go ahead. I'm cool.
Hey man, I say that like if you're gonna believe in something, I mean, like maybe like we're the idiots, you know what I mean? Like there's no penalty if we're wrong. Like, you know what I mean? If we're right, there's no penalty. If we're wrong, there's a super hardcore penalty. It's like an eternity penalty for many situations.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it all, like the entire game of life, and this will embody the politics thing too. It's like you can be a fan of like any sport, whatever sport it is, you're a fan of. You got your team. You grew up watching the whatever fucking football team it is. And when they win, you get happy and you cheer and stuff. And like even when they win the Super Bowl or whatever it is, you go and you flip over a car and burn it in your city. You're so excited. And when they lose, you get so mad and you fucking you go to work and you fucking goddamn that fucking team. They suck, dude. And he's like, yeah, they do fucking. And they go on this whole thing, and it hurts. It actually hurts when they lose, And I know this because I've subscribed to sports so many times where it's like, fuck, it's like it's fun. It's part of you. If you don't subscribe, it's not fun, right? Well, that's like politics. That's like fucking every construct that every human being is made. Like you can subscribe to it or not, And it's like if you subscribe to that weirdo game of entertainment. Like, man, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna fucking feel good. And you know what I mean? Like it's gonna make you feel important because like what else? Like, cause you're like half the people that are like supporting Trump, like he's not doing anything for them. He doesn't care about them, but they think, like he's the great or whatever, or same with Biden. It doesn't matter which side, it doesn't matter. Like they're both fucking got, the clone army.
If anyone believes that any of these people love you and care about you, you're wrong.
Right. Yeah. And it's like
they kiss those babies for votes.
They're following these people around like they're the fucking Grateful Dead. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, he's campaigning.
They could get votes by slapping babies. They would. Keep that in mind, people.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, so it's like, you know, like if you're investing into it, like you're gonna get upset and angry and like have a time with it. It'll be entertaining.
That would get my vote.
That's perfect.
There's politicians out there, and someone's like, "Kiss my baby, backhand."
The reason I'm saying all of this stuff is because I'm thinking about running for office in 2028. Is it? I don't know when the next one is, but I won't make it in time for this next one. But I'm thinking that the one after that, I'm going. So vote no on Prop 13. I don't know.
You get to choose every few years whether the left or right abuses you. Stop.
Oh yes. Oh, Dangus nailed it. I love it. Our gov literally body slammed a reporter. That's true. WWE Matters. That's really good.
Yeah,
really
from the top rope.
That is really good.
What's going on with this shady shit over in this country? Get him, Rock!
You're a bum, Rock. So good.
Just got fucking Dwayne Johnson just jumping off the top of the fucking news platform, just dropping the elbow. Yeah, bam. That would at least be entertaining.
Oh yeah. You know but I still want Burgess Meredith in the corner screaming at him. You know, go like, "Get him, Rock!" That'd be really good.
If you're gonna bend us over, at least point us in the direction of the TV. Put on something entertaining. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's a lot of my, my friends that are kind of down with Trump. That's their argument. He's like, well, he's fucking, destroying everything and it's awesome. I'm like, okay, that's one way to look at it. And I mean, I see your point. That's true. It is kind of awesome,
Hellacious Z is taking notes.
So I slap a baby and say, do you smell what
Mike is cooking?
Right.
Yeah. Smell what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah. That's it. Oh my God. I want to see that. I want to see that happen so bad.
That would be amazing. All right. We're going to do
another round.
We're going to do 7 genuine everything packs and then 7 faded close packs. So this one's genuine everything. So 1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, and 30th. Woo! Everyone's going to get genuine everything pack. That's those places that win. Zabada. Words, stuff, and things that came out of my mouth, and now they're a thing. All right. But yeah, no, like, I don't know. Like, the whole thing is I just want to fucking build a damn game and then just build a little world that we can all own in here. That's my goal. My goal is like just now that like Web3 is coming and like, you're probably not an anime fan, but there's an anime called Sword Art Online where they have like the full dive thing where like you put it on and like you're in the game. Like you're data now. Like you're like your character or whatever. What's the other name of the Westworld? That's another one where that's a real show that people liked for whatever reason. Where Sword Art Online is amazing. Yes, Dagus knows what's up. So like, if we could get to that level of gaming and then have like NFT gaming already be in full swing by that period of time, like we would all just abandon reality. Which I mean is honestly like kind of what we're like headed for, right? We're basically gonna like self-willingly put ourselves into like some Matrix shit. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna get all the AI to write all the programs and write all the shit and basically be self-running, and we can just go into our pods and like.
How do you think we got here?
Universe. No, absolutely. But it's just gonna go crazier and crazier.
That's what we do. You know what I mean? We just keep. We are as a society a kaleidoscope that keeps dialing down and spiraling in on ourselves.
VR is the beginning steps of it, Blue Penguin.
Dude, you remember like it was like I don't know, a couple months ago. I had that one game, the VR dudes that came in. They were like all like super military VR dudes, and they were talking about like they were showing us all this stuff, and the dude was talking about putting helmets on inside of the VR world. Like going into another VR helmet while he's already in the VR, like that shit is happening. So I'm like, well, which level layer are we in? Is this one that we're speaking on right now? That's that makes me think. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's really happening in that way. It's like as we go this
like,
way in science, we're going this way in science too. It's nuts.
Someone's gonna like help everyone realize like how crazy shit has gotten. And it's just like, I don't know, like we could have been spending so much time on like trying to, you know, build the real flux capacitor. Capacitor or whatever, you know.
It's gonna happen.
We could have been like actually like trying to, because like that's just it. Is like clearly for whatever reason, even though there's so much amazing shit on Earth and so much stuff that we haven't seen, right? We see a picture of it online, we're like, oh, I've gone, like for whatever reason. So like I don't know, like maybe we would still have that same level of like interest and wonder if like we had gone heavier into space exploration. Because I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I think that, you know, that's what I want to see more of. You know what I mean? Like, that's like my goal before I die. Like, when I get all the money and all the fame and all the, you know, pull or whatever, I'm just going to, like, be aiming towards that one thing. Because, like, curing cancer just sounds funny to me. Because at that point, you're just saying anti-aging. Like, do we know what cancer is? You all know what cancer is, right? It's a mutated cell that when your cells replicate like they normally do, it mutates all fucked up. It replicates all fucked up. Guess what happens if that thing starts replicating? It's a tumor. Oh! So like that's, you know, that's cancer in a nutshell. So if most cancer is just mutated cells, then like that's just getting older. Like, unless you find a way to completely stop that or find some sort of method that only targets mutated cells and leaves all of the other cells perfectly untouched.
Right. And well, the fact that they have proven this, they have actually scientifically proven that this is a simulation. That so none of that stuff, that's just all part of the, you know, the weirdo reality that we have built for ourselves and the way that we have to exit this reality or something. You know, we created these weird things, right? Like as
all that we know as the universe's existence is what our brain has built in order to be able to put it in information that we can process and basically comes in through our eyes and comes in upside down of all things.
Right. So that's why, like, when you do, like, a lot of people, like when you smoke DMT or whatever, a lot of people feel like they see the world for the way that it is, like in a more three-dimensional sort of way. Like, the first time it was described to me,
definitely do that for one.
Yes,
that is absolutely. I smoked DMT and I smoked a lot of it the first time I ever tried it, and then I tried it a second time and smoked like a lot of it. And people were like, "You shouldn't keep hitting it, man. No one's ever taken that many hits." And I'm like, "It does nothing. I feel nothing.
You never got anything from it, huh?
Nothing. Zips.
You're already there, brother.
And
you're already there in the spirit world."
I hope not. It's very similar. It's very similar. If I'm already here, then fuck.
Yeah. I think you are the controller. That's what that means. You know what I mean? You're already you are the controller of your avatar.
I'm part of the program. I'm
ran by like a company, NPC. I think. I think like a Google runs me or something like that. I'm like a weird glitch in their system.
Yeah, I'm filled with glitches. Bing made me. So
this discussion is giving Slayer an acid
flashback. All right, we got 74 people in there. I think that's more than enough for 7 winners. 1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, and 30th. I'll get the Gen when everything packed. It's a giveaway heavy kind of day. Every time I tried ecstasy, I got nothing from it. 3 different times, 3 sources. Others said it was great. So the funny thing is it's not likely that you got duds all 3 times. But if you did get duds all 3 times and you were the only person that wasn't like, I took a pill, so now I'm like, oh, ecstasy, which obviously is, you know, sugar pill effect. You know what I mean? Where people believe that they are something. And so therefore, since they have had that fucked up sensation, they're like, oh, yes, it's happening for me. And you, who were probably the only person who had no idea what the feeling was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. That or your body is like, that was me in cocaine. I never was into cocaine. I've never been into cocaine. I've never purchased cocaine. I've done cocaine many times in my life. I've never purchased it. And it's so weird because, like, apparently that's all you need to do is just not purchase cocaine. And then the one person who loves cocaine apparently always wants to do cocaine with someone else. Not even someone from the opposite sex. They're just like, hey, you want to do some cocaine? And they're fucking crazy. No one wants to do cocaine alone, I guess. But my buddy was obsessed with cocaine in college, and he like just loved cocaine. And he's like one of the few people that I've ever sat down with, and I've been like, I think you need help, buddy.
See, the problem with that drug, though, like you said, it's not even of the opposite sex. It's normally not, and it's usually like 4 or 5 dudes at like 4 in the morning going like, my dad, dude. My dad,
by
like,
the way,
he's
the
a
opposite
fucking
sex
asshole.
thing only makes sense if you're straight, so that you know.
Right? You know what I mean. But it's usually like you're broing out.
You could be a lesbian, want to do it with chicks, or anything in between.
I just mean you're broing out, you know, like with your dudes or whatever, and it's like annoying because you're whining about your relationships with your dad or something like that. Like it just gets really weird and chatty, and just violently chatty.
Just 2 dudes doing coke.
That's like talking about like fucking life, bro. That's a
whole terrible experience for anyone who wants to know. 2 straight guys that have no sexual interest in each other doing coke together is just it's people who think their ideas are great in that moment of time. Like it's just 2 guys like, yeah, so we'll make this shoe company, right? So the shoes will have this kind of logo, and like it'll be 2 guys just pinging back and forth off of each other, thinking that they're Wolf of Wall Street for that brief moment in time. And getting some shit going together.
Just 2 dudes in a hot tub doing nothing gay about it, just kind of like doing coke and blowing each other, but like totally straight. The whole
you can have 2 dudes in a hot tub and it could be straight. Now, if you start touching each other's wieners, then you've crossed over. Then
that doesn't mean that you're anything. That doesn't mean anything. It's if you look the person in the eyes.
Start playing with wieners.
You have to look the person in the eyes.
If you start grabbing a wiener or 2. And you have a wiener, then you're at least bi-curious. Why else would you be grabbing?
Only if you're looking at them in the eyes. If you're not looking in the eyes, it doesn't count. Is what I was told or taught. I don't know. I'm kidding. I'm joking. None of this is
Father McGillicuddy lied. Left. Father McGillicuddy lied.
Yeah. None of this is sexual advice. You know, please do your own research. And none of this is
Left's hot tub noted. Oh shit. No, absolutely.
Deal. More for me then. More for me, Asteroid Eater. More for me.
Nothing gay about a good sword fight here and there. On God.
Is that a foot? Is that your foot? Oh, I'm sorry. That's hilarious.
Oh, call them Michael Jordan, is a good best company ever. Cocaine rocks, bro. I have the Michael Jordan collection in the faded threads. We're gonna call him Michael Jordan. Idiots will be on Google mistyping shit.
That's so good.
Just have Pepe the Frog dunking a basketball.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Pepe, I mean, like it's nonstop. It's been nonstop. I put like $100 in it, and then like a couple days later, it was like, oh, it's up to $200. So I pulled out $100, and then like just letting the rest of it ride, and it's like up to like $700 or $800 now. I'm like, what the fuck? I wish I would have put more money in. Damn.
All right, so I have to send prizes. We're at Boom Shankar. I need to send you Gen 1. We need to move on into the next game.
Boom.
Bro, it's just been a crazy ride, this whole faded
the whole thing. And it feels like a couple of weeks. And then I'm like, no, dude, I've been here for a long time now. It's 2023. 2017 is when I first showed up in the space, right? And then even just like from the time that we met and started doing shit, you know, like, God, that's been a couple years now. Do you know what I mean?
Long time.
It's crazy.
It's been a long time.
I'm gonna die soon, man. This is how fast this shit's going. It's nuts.
Almost dead, damn it.
I know. The sand is dripping from the hourglass of life.
Legacy of Pepinus.
Mm-hmm. Pepinus.
Oh my goodness. But that's, you know, I don't know, man. I see a lot of, you want to know what's funny? Is I see a lot of non-wax based funding in Olivier was that one, right? Yes. I see a lot of like, so there's wax funding out there, I'm finding, as I was at NFTopia and checking out some different websites and stuff like that from there. There's people that do want to invest in the wax blockchain, which is just, I guess that's the part that must rub me the wrong way. It's because it's very uplandish to like be like, all right, well, we made the thing. Everyone else go make your stuff for us. So make your thing on our thing so that people will come and like it a whole lot. Which I think that Upland's gotten better about that. I think that they're like paying people at least something now. Originally, it was like just whatever you make is whatever. It's ours now.
Yeah. It's just kind of goes into the system, but
that was like part of the, like my first disenchantment with them is like one of the group that I originally came to you with, which was known as Upland Marketplace back in the day, now known as Metaverse Corner. They made the auction bot that I think they still use to this day, the auction Discord bot that like allowed you to auction off properties and things like that and bid and whatever. And they like basically took it from them, like, and shouted them out once and then like did nothing else. And I was like, dude, fuck you guys. That was so bullshit.
Yeah.
Thanks for making this. We'll give you like a shout out one time and don't worry about it. We'll just use it for a minute. It was funny because they only talked about using it for that one thing. And then Upland was just kind of like, oh, yeah, we'll just keep on using it. Don't worry about it.
Grimace has got a great point here. You guys have known each other for years. Just imagine how much farther ahead both of your projects would be if you were both hanging out in hot tubs with cocaine for those years. Good point, man. We'd be so much farther ahead, dude. Like fucking so much farther. Like our project would be the fucking shit, man. I swear to God, dude. Oh, sorry, I was just getting there. I'm back.
Maybe there's an idea here. Twitch hot tubs are has been, but gay cocaine hot tubs. Now that's something new.
Not bad.
Oh my goodness.
This is my favorite stream I've ever been on in my life.
That would be fucking hilarious. What would be really funny is if I actually like just got a hot tub and just like started a stream and it's just like 4 random gay guys that no one's ever met before, like on the stream, just in the hot tub, and it's just live for like 4 hours and people are like, what the fuck? And at the end, I'm like, all right, guys, that's been the stream. They've shown up. That's it. That's, you know, I told you we're doing gay hot tub streams. This is what we do now.
This
is
what we
do. 4
do.
Gay guys talking in a hot tub. You have to get 4 entertaining gay guys though. You need like
we don't do crypto. We don't talk crypto at all anymore. This is a new show. We're starting it now. Like I blew my ass.
Revolutionary, damn it!
Wax pissed me off so much that I left the space.
There's too many boobs and hot tubs all throughout Twitch. We need four dudes with sizable bulges.
Wait, whoa.
Politics in a hot tub. That's what we need. That's what we need, damn it! This channel took a hard left. Dang it.
No, wait a minute. Slow down. We got to go back out. What did you just say? What boobs on Twitch? There's women on Twitch? Nuh-uh. Shut up. Show me one. I never seen one boob.
They're the ones
Twitch.
who always have like 80,000 viewers, bro. They're like that's like where Twitch makes their money. That's how Twitch got started. They like had to implement new policies because like chicks were like, they're like, what category are you in today? Swimwear. And they were just like, here's another micro bikini and my boobs.
Because of things you were watching or something like that, your algorithm got weird.
Your algorithm got weird, bro. They're like the number one.
Because I don't
when you first sign up for Twitch, and if you don't select anything, and like the first time I ever signed up for Twitch, I didn't select anything, and the first thing that they show you is just who's got the most viewers, and who do you think has the most viewers? That guy that's a rock star at Call of Duty or Fortnite, killing it, fucking slaying it, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, or this pretty lady with triple D boobs and her butt out, and like, you know, what do you think virgin gamers are going to go for, man?
Yeah, are you talking about my daughter? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, I didn't know that. I just didn't see it. I didn't know what was happening.
If you don't see swimsuit models, you're the one with the bunk algorithm.
Thank you. I gotta get my shit together.
Amaranth was suspended from Twitch. No way! Did she actually get suspended? Holy crap. What? Win one for the dongles. The dongles playing video games. And the boobles playing video games. You know what I mean? Anyone who's actually playing video games. Winners for all video game players. A bunch of services, they say. I'm sure there were many. Oh, what? Suspended? Okay, I'm out of wax. The hot tub mic licker. She's got a big horse.
Okay, like I just clicked on Atomic Hub real quick, and I saw there's like promoting a streamer, somebody that's talking about the top 5 wax blockchain best games in 2022. Did you see this video, or do you know what
I saw that video a while ago. I think Warsaken was number 1. I don't even remember what.
Shut up! Was it really?
They were number 2. I don't remember who number
awesome.
1 was. Number 5 was a cool looking game that I've never heard of before or seen before.
Oh, that's what you were talking about yesterday. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, weird. All right.
Yeah, which is like the only shout out I think they've ever really done for Warsaken, other than like the spotlight on the collection from like their Twitter handle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they've done a couple shout outs from Twitter. Ooh. Like. Fucking remove blockchain brawlers from your shit and put a game that people actually want to play on the fucking homepage.
Yeah.
Who the fuck plays blockchain brawlers? Does anyone even stream
one
blockchain brawlers? Is that a game that anyone even plays?
Yeah. I played it maybe 3 times and I was like, no way. Not for me. And I was so excited for it too. Like leading up to it, the wrestling, and it looked so cool. Or like it looked like it was going to be cool.
The horrible squats and towel girl that gets 1,000 subs to take her towel off.
Send me a linky. Hit me with the
link. Left is in there gifting hundreds of subscriptions. The full 1,000. Take it off.
I just want to study it so I can figure out how to get my numbers up.
Well, I find it really funny because it's like men have gone backwards. They're like, I'm going to pay extra to not go to a strip club and virtually get some girl to flirt with me. It's like we've gotten even further separated from like, which number one, if you're a female or even male or transgender that does OnlyFans, way smarter than actual, like going out there and like meeting with people. So like way safer. So if you're gonna do something like that, that makes sense to me. And what a crazy time we live in, that like back in the day, like people wanted like the real thing, and now like people are too scared of the real thing. They're like, I'd rather just see boobs on my phone or whatever on on my computer. So it's like, what the fuck? It is crazy. So I mean, like shit, if you can get paid all of that money just because of what you were born with, I mean, like, if you're investing it or some shit like that, I don't know, laugh all the way to the bank. You know what I mean? Why not? Why not laugh all the way to the bank? It's not like anyone has like decency in this day and age. Not like anyone.
Right.
It's not like anyone's got any of that shit. So I mean, if and again, like dudes have been willing to throw their money away left and right since the beginning of time. Prostitution is one of the oldest professions in existence.
Oh, Jesus hung out with the hookers, I mean, it was they've been around forever.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's just like, fuck it. Who really super duper cares? Now, I don't want my kids to live that life. Obviously, that's, I don't want my kids to be like out there hooking it. But I mean, like, if you got no other better options and you've run out of options or you got mouths to feed or whatever the fuck, I mean, I say fuck all the people who are like, oh, what a terrible mother who gave her kids Christmas presents this month, because fucking she could afford it. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, which I don't think enough people get that in this day and age.
Crap. Wait a minute.
You don't have to sell it to use it as a currency. Hellacious Z's onto something there. A little cryptic with it. That's the old like getting married though, like to someone. So like unless you like the person, that's dangerous. That's risky. That's how valuable it is.
I'm looking at an article right now from NFT Insider that says the top most 5 expensive wax NFT sales of April 2023. Did you see this?
No. What were they?
Let me pull it up. It's like I didn't know that NFTs were selling for this much on wax in this day and age. It's kind of weird.
We got some super crazy stuff going down.
Well, I don't know. Let's investigate here. Let me show you. It's okay. So yeah, top 5 sales. All right, bear market. What bear market? With the top 5 collectively generating over 20,000. Big moves are being made, but which collection was home to the most expensive NFT sold on Wax blockchain in April? Join us to find out. Number 5, Hideyoshi Takano. Doctor, 1 of 1, 3,200. What is from Colonize Mars? Okay. Anybody do you colonize Mars? I did for like
I do not.
Minutes. Yeah.
I do not. I tried playing that game and it did not go well.
Somebody bought a Alien World card for $3,334.50. Sandy Desert of Near. Oh, that's a land. Okay, that makes sense. Right? That's like a whole land thing. I thought it was just like some card from Alien World. I'm like, what? Scouting Drone 8. Scouting Drone 8. What is this from? Colonize Mars again. Okay, 3,500. Wow. Rocky Crater on Megor. That's another land. 4,758. All right. So, okay. Avalon Village Forge plus lot planned land $7,000.
Oh, bro, there are people who spent 10 grand on that, which I've been hearing some scary shit about Avalon.
What do you mean scary shit? Like bad scary?
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't say that.
Well, here's the thing, is it could just be like, it's kind of the norm at this point in the space that whoever's making some of these games has some like weird, crazy past or like, not necessarily doing everything on the up and up. And I think that's kind of the situation we have here. And again, it's one of those things where, like, if it were a rug pull, like, it's been a lot of work into it for a rug pull. Like, a lot of, and I believe you would have to pay people for the things that they have built for that world. It is an extensive and unique built.
Wait, why do you say rug pull? Why are you calling? What are you scaring me for?
What are you scaring me for? Well, no, like there's some
what's
some
the deal?
hither says and stuff like that. I haven't verified any of it. That's always something I like.
There's rumors going around that he's.
There's rumors going around. Like the company that owns Danu is like a expired weed company that like hasn't like done their like license or whatever, and like maybe he repurposed a business, but it is the guy who like runs the game or whatever, and the guy who made it or whatever and all that stuff. It is owned by him. So like, again, like these are all things that like, maybe it would have been a little bit better look if they were just like flat out honest about it. But usually people don't lead into a project with like, here's all my past failures. Why don't you go ahead and look at all this other stuff that I fucked up and then trust me with this. Not that I'm saying that that's okay or whatever or anything like that, but it's one of those things where it's not as shocking to me as I think it was to other people. That's called misdirection.
I'm just shocked that somebody sold a village forage. Oh, it's a forage and a land plot for $7,000 though. How much is the village forage going
there's
for?
A guild that's so hardcore like into this money wise that like I don't know. I'm pretty sure they probably are aware of where Marius lives. They've spent so much money. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have spent as much money as they spent on this shit without having a hard address. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, there's it, honestly, in my opinion, from the get-go, this is one that could have gone either way. You know what I mean? Like this is one of those ones where like how you would make your money back other than this game being successful and people liking it and wanting to play it and therefore the value in NFT rise. Just like kind of any other project, but this project very much so. You weren't going to get much hype sales from this. You know what I mean? There's no clear cut token that you can just gamify unless you like go in and like build a script to run around and go farm specific areas.
I thought it was going to be on PlayStation and all that shit too. What happened to that?
Yeah, no, it's supposed to be on Nintendo by the end of this year. It's supposed to be on Xbox next year.
When we
PlayStation next year. I can't remember if it's Xbox. I think it's Xbox. I think it's Xbox.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember if it's Xbox or PlayStation at this point. It's been so long since I talked about it. But it's for sure Nintendo by the end of this year, which beta is supposed to be at the end of this year.
Right.
That's supposed to be in December.
So that doesn't make sense unless they're going to go beta and go to Xbox at the same or to.
That was our question. Like, are you running a game in beta on Nintendo? Because that's strange. Like, do games do that? I may be too far removed from downloading, free games and shit like that. But that seems irregular to me.
Well, I mean, essentially, like I felt like when we were playing the alpha or whatever it was called, that sort of like if I would have went on to my PlayStation or whatever, and it was like this is the free game, you know what I mean? And I got to do about that many missions or whatever it was there for us to do. Like I could see that being like, yeah, that's the demo. And I would be pretty satisfied with that, like, and then you get the game and it's like, oh shit, it's way better. There's a lot more going on. Like maybe they do that on some level just to sort of test.
I've labeled it to proceed with caution.
Yeah.
That's essentially what I'm saying is proceed with caution. Maybe do a bit more research than the initial. Cause it was one of those ones that looked so good that we haven't seen a rug pull that's gotten quite this far in development. So it would be a first in the wax space, at least. Maybe other spaces have had, really good-looking games and stuff like that, which, in my opinion, for Alpha, for Unreal Engine 4, they're working on Unreal Engine 5. I believe the beta is going to be in Unreal Engine 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, from what I've seen, and they also were well underway. They were showing off the builds in Unreal Engine 5, and they looked incredible.
Yeah.
So that's just it. Is like
it's gonna be fine.
Doesn't make sense if it's a full rug pull.
It's not. He's just got to
handle his business. I think at the very least there may be some shady McShadicus, and still something to note because if they're doing something on the business end and they're in the United States of America, they're doing shit improperly, they could get slapped and shut down just like fucking what's it called, FTC or FXC, whatever the fuck that thing was that fucking ruined crypto.
There's only two games though. There's only two games that I've actually played, like crypto games that I've played that I'm like, fuck yes. And it's been Avalon and then Galaxy Jumpers. And both those games were games outside of the space that said, wait a minute, let's fucking NFT-fy these, and tokenize the game or whatever. And Galaxy Jumpers is great. And then they're moving into their next phase. But both games came from outs. It started as we're going to be a AAA game. That's where we're going. And then integrated in. That is true of Avalon, right?
Yeah, no, it's already they're working with Bounty Blocks. I think Bounty Blocks has already got them quite integrated with that. And that's how they were minting out the NFTs and shit like that. When you did your daily reward stuff. So they have some utility already in there. You had to have the NFT in order to be able to get access to it, and it had to be connected through whatever wallet is connected through it. That's the one that it's going to read the NFT of. And you could also select which one you wanted to play on. So if you had multiple passes, you could actually get multiple daily badges. That was another thing that people,
Blancos I would put up there too as pretty decent.
Oh, Blancos is definitely a solid one. All right, so we got 1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th, and 30th, all going to be faded close packs. We're going to go ahead and get this started now. We got 65 contestants. We got 57 people that are hanging out watching. But yeah, man, this is just
it's wild times, bros. Wild times.
It's kind of crazy because in this bear market, we've seen such a step taken forward where, in my opinion, is very bullish for the future. Maybe not even near future, but for the overall future of the space. The fact that so much money is still getting pumped into these games. And we have all these different companies that are coming in, throwing down 200 mil, 500 mil. You have all these different companies that are creating basically slush funds to, go ahead and support these different games that are coming in and whatever concepts they like, and they can get a piece of the pie. They're going to do it. So that is promising. And the fact that money has been flowing this entire time, and now we're starting to see really good looking shit. Now we're starting to see, Square Enix is like, fuck yeah, we want our own blockchain. We want to fucking make games.
I'm sorry, I just got to shit back on. I got to go shit on Wax again real quick because I'm looking now at the top 5 sales of April 2023 for Immutable X, and the numbers are just exasperating. They're just hugely different. You know what I mean? Yes. It's like the top, it's like 15,000 and a half, 16,000, 16, or almost 17,000.
And it is a layer of ETH. So it is ETH. It's layer 2.
6,000 is the number one, a Halo blazing ramp free or whatever the hell. It's like a dragon NFT card thing.
I feel like they're newer. You know what I mean? I feel like they're not super popular. I feel like they're, they just kind of thrown their hat into the ring. And I wouldn't have even found out about Immutable X if I hadn't hopped on Elixir Gaming.
Oh, I mean, like ETH gamers and, like the guys that are into that, they've been kind of shouting and giving it props for a little while. You know what I mean? Like, because it's been on their radar for sure, because of the whole gas price shit, Absolutely. The thing that they were like, okay, so yeah, that's when I think probably Immutable started rising, was just out of the fucking the bull and the gas price shit there.
Absolutely. And again, it's just one of those things where I don't know, I like how much is being put into the space, and thank goodness there's like a few, depending on what they want for the money that they're going to give to different projects that are coming up and stuff like that. That's also an important aspect of it, because that's hopefully it's all in trying to further the chain. And obviously, if you're giving money, then they're going to get something in return. But hopefully,
and like these three, the top of 3 of these are Alluvium lands, and then this one is Across the Ages. I don't know this game. Shadow Mint number 2. Voila! Oh no, that's number 2. That's the number 2 highest, and then Halo Blazing, which I don't know much about those two, the last 2, but Alluvium's been on the show and on the radar for a while, a long time.
Yeah, man. It's one of those things where like I don't even mind if we don't have the large sales. Like part of the reason that I chose Wax in the first place was because I wanted this to be a card game with millions of cards at some point in circulation. I wanted this to be something where hundreds of thousands, millions of players can eventually come and be in and play and take part and live in this world. Is essentially
and I think it still has the potential to be all that. It's just, I guess why I'm sort of like say here I want to shit on Wax again is because it's like those kinds of money that show up in those projects are going to pull investors in that direction before Wax. There's just things that like in the stage that we're in the whole NFT gaming and all this stuff, like maybe it's better to be like kind of having the higher dollar price, and then like get back, go down the other way so you can have the money to invest into the community or whatever into the projects. But I don't know if that's exactly how it goes down.
It's just, I don't know. We're going to find out in time. That's one thing for certain
for real,
is that, I'm gonna try again over here on this one. Hold on. Close that.
Left and Sensei, thanks for the laughs. My wife wants me to go to an estate sale, so I must be up. All right, OP Influencer, have a lovely one.
All right, we'll see you later, OP Influencer. Thanks for stopping by for the celebration, which the celebration is going to go on through the weekend. Sunday night stream is going to be happening. We're going to be doing loads of prizes and marbles there. Kind of a crazy day today. I'm gonna be heading out of here and going into that interview like immediately afterwards with my still kind of wet Jesus-y hair here.
Yes, you're looking good. Sexy. Por favor.
Absolutely. We gotta kill it.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. Like I'm just so hopeful for this space as a whole. that like, and obviously I'm on wax, so like that's I need wax to do well. So obviously I'm a little bit harder on our chain than I am on other chains that, you know, whatever.
You don't even have an ETH NFT.
Yeah.
You know?
So like this is I've clearly made this my home. And you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with the old penny slots. You know what I mean? Like I think that's,
and you know, for what I'm doing and like trying to like, you know, get movies out and music and stuff like that. So like I feel like I have to be on multiple chains. I've always said that. I haven't wavered. When I started this whole thing, it was supposed to be on ETH. Then, you know, like thank God for wax. And that's what I was going to say. It's like I've shit on the wax so much today in the last couple of days. And it's funny because I'm pretty much always a pretty optimistic person. And I don't really like to like talk shit too much about shit. You know what I mean? Because it never seems to feed or serve me too well or whatever. It always bounces back in a weird way or whatever. So it's like I just kind of avoid.
Well, yeah, I think people, you know, get concerned if we ever talk about that sort of stuff that like we might be getting ready to hop off the chain or whatever. So, you know, but it's, and I am. It's one of those
but things I'm always going to be here though, too, at the same time. Like we're just,
and I am.
but, you know, like those, you know, we're going to where it's cheap too. We're not going to, you know what I mean? I keep stopping going to the ETH thing because of what it is. I mean, we will have some footprint on ETH, you know what I mean? When the gas prices are right. That's it. But I don't, you know, like I'm not building like a game in that way that needs to, you know what I mean? Like the movie, like it needs to be accessible, what I'm trying to build basically. And maybe, you know, bridges and like maybe all this shit doesn't matter in a few years, you know, like maybe it's just that much easier to get in and out to it all. Hopefully.
The dream.
I mean, it needs to happen for the masses, I think, a little bit, you know, like it needs to get a little bit easier. But granted, holy fuck, 2017, that was tough. It was tough. It was tough to like you have a problem and it's like trying to get into at a blockchain, and if they good luck, they get back to you or whatnot, you know, like this crazy shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So many more tools now, so many more things to touch and play with. God damn it. This looks beautiful. I love your color schemes.
We got all the crazy colors here. By the way, first place is going to get the Jerry Jewels. Alrighty, then we're going to have fifth place gets Zigzag Ziggy. Absolutely. That's based off the Family Jewels strain, of course.
Yeah, I love it.
We got Calypso Crystals coming on in there. That is going to be 10th. And then we're going to have 20th, and then we're going to have 25th, or no, fuck that up. 1st, 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, and 25th. There we go. So there we go. Ricardo Rhino going to 25th. Scully Scrooby getting 20th. Dominic Dopestick going to 15th. That's how we're going to do that. Boom. All right. So go ahead and get in. We got a Mythic coming on in there. And, of course, that final one is going to be for an Enzo Extendo, unless we pull something amazing coming up here. Enzo Extendo, for those of you who do not know, is a secret rare. A secret rare from the Series 5 promo pack. Yeah. Jerry Jules is your hot tub streamer persona. The ease of creation, price, and tools keeps me happy here. No, absolutely. Absolutely. That's, again, it's one of those things where, you know, it just makes sense for a lot of different projects to have something like wax. So that's, I really hope that we figure it all out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That to me it's the key.
But like, what if Pulse Chain is cheap and like functions rad, and you can get to like millions more people? You know what I mean? Like that's it. That's why I'm like, I want to go to a bigger chain that's still cheap. Like, so I can reach more people than this little tiny corner.
Absolutely. It depends on, you know, the amount of like actual support for the chain and stuff like that, because it's one thing to be cheaper, but it's another thing if it actually has shit set up, because that's the goal, right? Is eventually you like, we want to be cross chain. That's everyone's goal should be that. Like, there's not enough on just one chain, and the way that we will better thrive is if all of the chains are at some point a highway to one another.
Yeah, otherwise gas prices are always going to be high on whatever.
They're always going to be fucking insane. And then that way people can choose what chain that they like the best. But I don't think that, I think that guarantees that Wax will have a spot, because there will be people who are like, okay, well, there's a lot of stuff for these collections that I like that are a lot cheaper over here on Wax, so I'm going to go ahead and hop on over there and grab some of these NFTs that I can play this game with. So it's just, to me, it's one of those things that, you know, maybe the larger ones don't want to do it because they're the top dog, and why do they want to peg their shit to 8 cents wax, you know what I mean, or 6 cents wax? Why do they want to do that shit? But I mean, ultimately, I think that getting everyone's followings together and being able to properly transfer NFTs from different chains and stuff like that, working out proper systems, is going to be the best way in order to. Right now, we're all working on two-way radios at best. You know what I mean? Like, we can go from ETH back to Wax. You know what I mean?
Like, there's pros and cons to all of it, because like the cheapness is going to bring in more scams and more rugs, and you know what I mean? Like, because they don't have to spend money to set those things up and rip you off. You know, like, it becomes easier on those levels. So it does go both ways. We do have a lot, like you were saying, like, there's not that many projects on Immutable X. They're kind of curate to like all ones that kind of seem rad. Like, it would be rad if they did, but how do you do that on Wax? Like, you know, that's kind of like, I feel like they were trying to switch up how they do their whole verification. They keep kind of like trying to prove, but like it just keeps pissing creators off. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem to. And then now I don't feel like most of the creators even talk too much about like Atomic Hub or Wax. It's more about like, you know, like Hive and, you know, the things that where these tools are being invented, or, you know, a little bit more. I don't know. I wanted to do well.
Whenever it comes to stuff like that, where, you know, it could be used for bad stuff as well, I always say that you have to move forward with that shit. Because in my opinion, it's like, it's the whole thing about like, oh, well, then like you should make it harder for people to get guns. Well, the people who get guns illegally, it's not going to be any harder for them. It's going to be the same level of hard it already was. The only people that you've made it harder to obtain things are the people that should have the rights to have them. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's like where I said, same sort of deal with this, right? Like, we're 100%. Basically saying like, well, don't do it because they'll be able to access it for free. Well, they've already probably built their own shit. They probably already know how to do it. And they're probably the only ones that are capable of doing it until you create that thing that is open to everyone, that everyone can use. And sure, there are a select amount. There are groups of people that have time to code. They have time to build those things. And they're totally legit cool people that are not doing it for super fucked up reasons. But a lot of time, they're not selling that shit or giving it away or doing anything like that. So it's good to have open source shit, because it just opens the flood. You'll get some crappy projects. You'll get some swindlers. You'll get some bullshit. Absolutely. Yeah. But you're also more likely to get a AAA production that's like, oh, guys, everything's already set up. We can just take this game that we've already built that we have no market for over here on Steam and the fucking sea of nothingness on, you know, these massive voids and these massive things. They can't even go on Steam, because if you're Web3, you can't even go there anyways. So, you know, but if you're starting off Web2 and you're like, I don't know where a place for us is, and then you see that these chains have it all properly set up for you, and you can just plug and play into your Unity or Unreal Engine shit, fuck yeah, you'll just be like, yeah, let's wait, we can sell these characters for how much? We can sell these tools for how much? They're going to get in there and they're going to fucking have a hard on. And then for once, people will be spending their money on shit that's actually already built in a game and stuff like that. We don't have that unless there's companies that are already struggling or already making enough money. It's both. You know what I mean? If you're struggling, you don't want to take that financial risk to go in this direction you don't know you can fulfill. If you have lots of money, you're already making lots of money. Why do you want to switch? So you have to do this. It's how you entice both. It's how you entice everyone. It's either floodgates or no gates.
That's it. That makes sense.
Big chains not wanting to peg their shit to smaller chains. Yes, words, stuff, and things. I say some good comedy.
Yeah.
ridiculous combinations of words that probably shouldn't be said. Speaking of which, did you take a look at that SDK stuff? I have not yet. I got home yesterday after work and the kiddos were there and in full play mode. Got the kiddos this week, which is always super hard to get shit done. Oh, yeah. And I wanted to set up for the 200K celebration. Gonna get some shit together for that. And then got the big train, making sure that I have the inventory for that. Oh, I'm almost like unenchanted to go look at it, Dangus, after what you said, that they might have fucked up the cloud wallet. I'm curious if they actually have the MyCloud wallet as opposed to the Wax Cloud wallet setup. Because it took so long and they were building it, and I don't know if they made any updates to it, but from what I understood, it was like pretty much built a while ago, and there was just so much bullshit going on in the background. When you run a big train, best to ensure you have the inventory to please the customers. Absolutely. You need, if you don't want to be the littlest cart in the train, that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? I don't.
Yeah.
What's the train for? It's a giveaway train. It's a giveaway train that we do in the Discord. I gotta start this. We got the mythic up for grabs. Let's go. We're at 70 people somehow. We got 58 viewers. This is nonsense. Let it run for too long. I'll let it run for too long. Did someone murder my piggy? That happens a lot. Yeah, someone killed my piggy. I had a notification in the Discord. Someone fought my piggy and probably kicked its ass. Poor piggy. Poor piggy. Oh man, doesn't this supposed to have like sound to it?
I can hear it.
Unmute it. There we go.
Yeah, I can hear it.
For some reason, I apparently was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, it sounds good. Coming through. Whoa. Yeah, all very fascinating stuff. You don't want to be the littlest penis in the locker room. No, you don't, do you? That's embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing.
Get picked last for basketball games. Just horrible.
It always seemed like the guys with the little penises were the most like proudest of their penises in the locker room, though, too, in my world. Well, they would be the one that would, strut it and kind of like, you're like, dude, really? Like, you want me to see that? Okay. I feel weird. Sure I'm a kid. I'm still a kid. I feel right. All right. Who we got here? It says winners here.
Oh, shit. First place. Getting the Jerry Jules. Get the shit up in the face. No, Dahan is you're the one getting
Jules.
The Jules.
The fucking Jules.
The Jerry Jules.
Well, when do you think Wax will see $1 again? How many years? How many months? How many days, if any? Just for fun, Cease. If you have any thought on that.
I'm gonna give an optimistic look at this view. Mm-hmm. If we attract actual usership and bring more good games here or build more good games here, I believe that, we could be there in the next year and a half. I think that we could probably get there in, obviously if there's a major boom before that, then that would be cool and awesome and stuff like that. I don't necessarily think that there's gonna be, I don't think Bitcoin's gonna hit 50, 60K again for probably more than a year. You know what I mean? From this date that we're on right now. You know what I mean? Like if we're talking, if things go well, or if regular currency just becomes so terrible. But yeah, if the US bans all this shit or, goes fucking haywire, that's something that's always in the back of our fucking minds now, isn't it? I sit there and I read some of this shit and I'm like, man, I've built my life here. And to see like how it's being talked about sometimes, I'm like, no. Yeah. Shut up! Stop talking, you crazy old fucking white men just fucking mad at our fake money. Your money's fake too. We just made our own fake money and we decided we were gonna put value behind that instead. What's so wrong with it? What's so wrong?
That's not wrong. It's not wrong. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Like there needs to be some regulations in this and that. Like it's 100% true because we need to be able to regulate them too. Is the thing, you know what I mean? Because like the internet is what? How many companies owns the internet? You know, and all of the Web3 shit, all of that stuff is still being ran by the big boys' corporate fucking data. You know, like it's all on their servers. It's all on their satellites. It's all, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing is what's going to happen when Amazon is fully in the mix of this. You know what I mean? They're doing their own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that'll like either fucking not work. I have a feeling it's not going to work. And I don't know why. Or it's going to go, tits McGee. But
I don't think it'll be. I think that they have a better chance than because that was like Facebook was like, we're going to go ahead and just build a whole metaverse and it's going to be crypto and it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, what happened to that? Did they have that thing?
Oh, they lost billions of dollars and they were like, please, Mark, stop talking about Meta.
Did they change their name back to Facebook or are they still Meta?
I think it's always been Facebook.
I thought they changed the name of the company to Meta.
And then they lost billions, and they were like, "We're Facebook again."
Okay, they went back. We're still Facebook.
No, yeah, I think they deem them two separate entities now, even though it's owned by and wasted on by Facebook for Meta. And I don't even. It's like I don't hear anyone talking about it. I don't hear anyone being like, check out the new game on Meta. We're going to stream it live right now so you can see. No one says that shit fucking ever. It would be all over. You know what I mean? If like they had anything good. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely bonkers. I'm just so curious.
What do we have here? Every single free phone game has their own microtransactions for gems or gold or whatever the game has. If crypto is banned, then all those games need to get rid of their microtransactions too. That's basically crypto.
Absolutely, Grimace. No, you're
100.
100% correct about that. The fucking shit that they have there is fucking ridiculous, dude.
I know.
It's fucking unreal, the amount of shit that they have, man. Like, those games do so much money, and they're so bad. They're so terrible.
I know, but if you fucking, spend $10, you can speed up your building time in no time at all. Like, just like, I got to do this.
Bro, I know people that I used to play a game like hardcore that was a phone mobile app game. It was like real-time strategy and shit. Like, basically, like a 24/7 live risk board. Yeah. And like you could steal territories and all this other shit. And that was the fucking bonkers shit about it. It's like the head honchos in that game, like when something new would come out or like it was an event, they would drop $50,000 sometimes in one day on a mobile phone app game, creating troops, speeding up their unit production. Just to get in a pissing match with each other sometimes. Right. There's like one dude on one of the servers that I was on where he like literally was just going around and just attacking all of the heaviest players and basically spending over $100,000 attacking the other largest players and basically ruining all of their shit and costing them by, association tens of thousands of dollars in damages and losses. And it's all and the game creators are like, yes, haha, all your fucking weird god complexes are fucking filling our pockets because everyone wants to come in and be the ruler of these servers. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to be the leader of, the king of the castle, and I paid $150,000 to speed up my troops to max whatever so that I could be here first and have the largest army and kill whoever I wanted to. I was just like, to me, that's the most insane shit in the world.
Senor Lupe drop. What the hell are we talking about? Dangus. The king of the castle.
All right, so this is going to be the last one. This is going to be the last one. I'm going to unpack a pack. And unless a secret rare pops out of this one, we're doing Enzo Extendo as the #1 prize.
Badass.
Enzo Extendo. Yeah. Oh, fuck! It's a legendary. Nice. Well, holy shit. All right, we're giving a legendary and an Enzo Extendo away, the same giveaway. How about that?
That's awesome.
Alrighty, so we're giving away this dude, which lowest listing is 400 wax, suggested price 400 wax. We're giving away that guy. That's going to first place. This is going to 5th place. Sophie Soccer. Not even one listed right now. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty cray-cray. We're going to do Zigzag Ziggy for 10th, 15th for Calypso Crystals, 20th for Fab Franny, and 25th for Silvazong. All right, let's go ahead and I forgot to share this tab. I should have been sharing this tab the whole time. So there we go. There's these 5 that are going out, and then Enzo Extendo is going to first place. First place going to be a very, very powerful card. You're going to want it. So make sure that you are getting into this new Scrubfish. We're going to start it at 12:45. 12:45, we begin. We start. Amen. Everyone, get your shit in.
Get on in there to swim there. And I've been dropping some Trump Steak Shares NFTs in the chat here randomly. Hopefully some of you TSS players are finding them.
I definitely want it. Wink, wink. Ah, know what I mean? Nudge, 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 nudge.
Wink, wink. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and I'm not doing my show today after Sensei. This is it. This is the twofer right now because it's Cinco de Mayo, and it's like I got this like Mexican restaurant place that I love hanging out at on a Friday. They make wonderful margaritas, La Mancha Friday on Cinco de Mayo. So if you're in Texas and Austin, come meet me. I'll be there from 3 to midnight or something like that.
Yeah, my new job would replace the risk of losing fingers with the benefit of having my whole day be about selling, talking about, taking inventory, and stocking wine. It'll be all wine related. Cool. Put my wine knowledge to the test.
Why not?
Spent 8 years in a fine dining establishment. Well, sort of fine. It's casual fine dining, if that makes any sense. Seasons 52. I worked there for a long time, and the store there that's right next to me, they have a big old wine aisle and stuff like that. They got, well over 100 selections. And
I did say why not? I did, yes.
Why not?
Why not?
You know what I mean?
What wine pairs best with beef jerky? That's a great question. Depends on the beef jerky.
You actually might want to drink a Zinfandel. So if you like pepper,
something like
beef jerky, if you drink a Zinfandel, it will have a nice peppery finish. But that might be a very solid combo with your beef jerky. And it's got
I heard Billy Bob Thornton, before he was a famous actor, his like little when he's broke trying to make it, he would ritualistically drink red wine and eat powdered donuts on a Friday night. That was his little sweet treat. And I was like, I've tried it just because I was like, what the it's not a good combination. It's a weird one. Powdered donuts and wine? What are you, drunk? Just weird. I don't know if it's true too. I could have made that up.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what Zinfandel is it sweet or dry? Is another sweet red wine option.
It's a vermouth. Oh wait, yeah,
great.
Very, very dry.
Produce wines with fruit-forward qualities. Thick tinned peaches. Think tinned peaches. There we go. Strawberry and sweet tobacco. which tobacco is one of those things that kind of flavor will go in well with there.
Ooh, chocolate
Why
wine
is
blended with
Zinfandel so
ice.
cheap? Soon other wineries we're catching. Yeah, it doesn't cost very much to make, so it's cheap wine. So but it's not like really bad for you wine. Like, it's usually not barreled for a super long time, so it's not gonna give you a very large headache if you drink too much.
It's like what white ladies drink in California, I think. Like ladies, like
with ice,
like
milk
milk
powder. That's not a notch drink. But yeah, that's if next time you go camping, get yourself a nice thing of peppered beef jerky
and some Zinfandel.
Just drink the bottle and enjoy the camping nightlife. That's gonna be what I do. That's what I did at my other job there. Is I would like tell people what wines and stuff to pair, because our idiot restaurant was like, if they get the $20 salmon, recommend this $40 Pinot Noir, like a glass. Like, and I was like, yeah, they're ordering fucking salmon. They're not going to get a $40 glass of Pinot Noir. So if
speaking of Pinot Noir and chocolate wine, I've had a Pinot Noir milkshake before, which was like they had chocolate, it was ice cream, it was wine. It was fucking weird, but it was all right. I would never get it again though. I just drink the wine separately.
That's good beta. Zin and jerky. There you go. Billy Bob doesn't strike me as whatever normal is.
Nope, not at all. No, you're right there, probably.
All right, we're about to begin. I didn't have this up, but I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start it here. And literally 49. I, for some reason, wasn't sharing this. I was sharing the Zinfandel. That's what I was doing.
Yes. And Dengus loves your recommendation on that there, too. They were taking the Dengus there. Make sure you put a straw into that wine bottle when you're out camping. You're camping. You're not a classy bitch anymore. Use the straw. Fair enough.
Zinfandel, a healthy red wine. That's also a rumor. That is a misconception. Red wine is not healthy for you. Alcohol is never healthy for you, just to throw that out there. There's whatever antioxidant help that the fruit inside of it once would have done would be much better if you just ate said fruit. So go ahead and keep that in mind.
You're talking sangria now? Did you say fruit? No. Zinfandel sangria for the elegant drinker.
You put Zinfandel in the sangria. Why not?
Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely.
All right. Stream Raiders time. Just kidding. It's not Stream Raiders.
Good luck, everybody.
First place, get an Enzo Extendo. You want to live. You want to live this round.
May the best grub win.
Remember, there's going to be a secret rare misprint Enzo Extendo going into this most recent prize train that will be arriving to the station later this evening.
Choo-choo.
Sure, there are some health benefits, but there are way more bad shits in there too that throw the balance way back down. Exactly, Grimace. That's why I always laugh when people are like, is this a healthy wine? There's no such thing. What up? You can't have alcohol and health. They don't go hand in hand. The only time you have alcohol and health is if you live in medieval times and you have to drink fucking mead because your public regular sources of water are filled with shit and not healthy. The only time.
Oh, that's probably, that makes sense to me. I like that. It's like you had to drink wine back in the day, right? Just to be clean.
Yeah, mead was like what people drank. It's like a super low alcohol beverage.
Yeah,
that like just everyone would buzz, like kids, like everyone, whole family was drinking mead. Once you were off milk, you were on mead. There wasn't a clean source of water anywhere that could be trusted, anyways. They did not have the technology, I guess, yet to purify it.
How bizarre!
Or so just cool. The ability to stop pooping in it.
Yeah, they hadn't figured that out yet.
This is crazy how far we've come, right?
It really
Congratulations to Boom Shankar!
Boom!
Holy fuck, man. You just won an Enzo Extendo. I probably should have just typed it in.
That's great.
So look at that. Look at that. Boom, are you here? Are you happy? There you go. Thank you. With the smiley face, you are here. I love you, Boom Shankar. I'm so glad. Here it is. We're sending it to you. There you go. There it goes. It just went out the door to you. It just went out the door to you. I feel like we should definitely show off that one. We should definitely make sure you see that it got sent there. There you are, buddy. There you are, buddy. Enzo Extendo going on out to Boom Train Car. I love it. I love it. Yeah. What a great way to get the show started. Ended. Amen. We're not just starting. We're ending. We're leaving. Oh.
What a crowd. What a crew, you guys. Good day. Good conversations. Everybody's like comments and chats have been fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's like a regular thing on like the Sensei Bulldog. They'll say crazy shit and like request crazy songs just to completely throw me totally off my guard, and just like, and they do it so successfully. It's not even a competition anymore at this point. I'm just always, there's people saying hilarious shit all the time. It cracks me up. I often end up dying in whatever game I'm playing, which is part of the fun.
Absolutely part of the fun. Like, I love being terrible at Warsaken. I'm good at being bad at it. I'm really the best worst player at it, you know. Like, I think I'm funnier when I lose than when I win. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy the pain of being awful. Like, I really want to see my record. I bet it's hysterical. Like, how many? And like, it's probably like 7 to 35 losses, 7 wins, 35 losses, something ridiculous. You know, 58 losses or something. I just the worst luck. Worst luck.
Oh, I don't know. I've had actually.
I can't wait to be shit at
the last few times I've played Warsaken. I haven't been skunked lately.
No, I just can't wait to suck at Faded Matsuda. That's going to be amazing. When I suck at this game, that's my.
I will have to guide you through it. I will walk you through the steps. I'll like lay out a deck that would be good for you to use so that you don't get murked. And then I will have you beat me with it so that you understand how to use it.
Right.
that way,
it's gonna be that hard. Like you're worried about me. You are actually worried about me coming in to play the game. Like he's like fucking not gonna be able to play the game. He's gonna not figure it out. Like, doesn't it scare you though? Because I'm the common man. You're the Mensa kid. I'm the fucking lowbrow with the brain, you know? Like you're making it for me, bro. You better make it easy for me to get in.
Get out of here with that nonsense. Now, I just fucking made some crazy ass ridiculousness with this game. And I've played a lot of trading card games and gotten a lot of flavors. So I just basically wanted to make my own wild fucking wacky inflatable tube man of a card game, which is Faded Matsuda. But I know that if you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh, if you haven't played, shit like Magic the Gathering, even Card Fight Vanguard, then some of the abilities and some of the uses, or Hearthstone, if you haven't played Hearthstone.
I'm in trouble. You know I will.
That's why I got to show you and explain to you what needs to be done. That's why we'll have all that set up. Once it's playable, dude, like that's I think what I'm gonna like live doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is like, I just sent out the last NFT. That's it, everyone. We have to go. We have to get out of here. It's time to go. But that's basically once it's playable, is that what I'm gonna be doing all day. Is like just helping people learn how to play. And literally just playing matches. Like that'll probably be my first 24-hour stream. If I were to do a 24-hour stream, it would be because we are in the alpha test, and I need people to come in and play me with the cards that they have, and just setting people up and getting people in and doing shit like that. Like that's gonna be the first 24-hour stream. Yeah. Thank you, Hellacious C. Thank you so much. I've got a screenshot. We're taking screenshots. I've been having fun pinch hitting for left. Maybe I'd have a better chance of making it to the main event. Should have joined the league we're running.
Very good.
If me and Left join, yeah, probably. And the Oilers tomorrow night. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope that this has been an awesome start to everyone's weekend. This has been an awesome start to my weekend. Left, I absolutely enjoyed having you here.
Thanks for having me. It's been great. I'm gonna rate into. We'll go. Where do we want to go here, you guys? Where do you want to go? Exotic, quaddle start, as I like to call them, customer TV. Where would you go?
Have you rated to encrypted one up before?
Let's do it. That's where we'll go.
Word.
I like it.
He's doing marbles right now. I think he's
all right.
He's doing something with like mobile gaming, and he's actually a KuCoin like affiliate now.
Oh no shit!
Like, does day trading stuff like on his stream
for KuCoin. Wow, I used to write reviews for KuCoin, like for different products and stuff like that back in the day.
That's awesome. So yeah. Well, you get to walk down memory lane with us.
Memory lane, yes. All right.
All right. Thank you, 10 seconds once we hit start the raid. So let's slap that button. And thank you all for joining us here this beautiful Friday afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is for you. It's probably not morning for anyone unless you live in Hawaii. But thank you all for joining us. It's been absolutely a great pleasure. LEFTHouse, thank you for being here. Absolutely. Man, it's been Do you have anything to say? Because your audience is here too.
Thank you, guys. There might not be many shows next week as I'll be traveling by car across the country, something like that. I don't know when I'm leaving, though. I'll probably do a show Monday. See you guys later. We're out. I think we're out. Or it's trying to go. Hit the button, man. There we go. Hilarious.
Oh, there we go.